Hey, welcome to Hammerich Renovation. Wanted to show you what the crew's been working on and all the little jobs that are coming up soon. Let me show you around. So there's a lot of stuff in here, but it will get moved when we get to this room. So this is going to be the living room, and you can see some things were started. Gonna have them put in some lights, close up the ceiling, close up the wall over there. This is going to be the kitchen. Kind of the same thing. Wiring it, plumbing got put in. So it'll be our crew's job to close it up. Close up the walls. Already worked in here. Today's project is in this area back here. Oh, before we get there, I want to show you something cool. These stairs. And number 4 is out, and that's on order. But I thought it was cool. This is a motion sensing, and up top there's a little circle right there that senses when you come down from the top, and then there's another one right down here. And so whichever sensor picks it up is the way that the lights come on. And right in there is the downstairs bathroom. Shower's already tiled. Tub's got to get installed. Wall, and then the vanity can get put in. But today we're working in here. So this door got put in last week, and it's in a whole lot better shape now. The door that was up there before is old, and it had 2 screws holding it in. One was in the top hinge, one was in the middle hinge, and some trim nails went through the shims on this side. So as soon as I took these screws out, it fell. So this 4-foot opening here, where these 2 little windows are, these windows are coming out. You can see by the water staining that they have been leaking. There's water staining on the floor. Not a good spot for a receptacle. Your window and your wall is going to leak. Here's what's going in. These are 3 foot wide. So we've got to tear that out, frame up for the new window, which is smaller than that opening, and then skin it with OSB, some vapor barrier. Now the Hammerich crew didn't start this project. This was actually a garage and storage, initially built sometime in the 80s. And there was a fella that came in to start renovations, like he did the stairs and then the whole upstairs. And he unfortunately died in an accident. And so we were contacted to come in and see what we could do for him. I wanted to show you one thing, if you're framing things out, what not to do. So after they pulled down this trim here from the openings of these windows, now you can see there's some glass in here. So these were double paned, but it doesn't seem like they were ever sealed. They were just kind of pinched in between the wood pieces. But here's the thing that confuses me. As you can see the sill height here, but look at the outside height. It's above the inside. So that leads to water ingress. You need to have this outside sill slanted down, so when there's water, it can run off. Whoever constructed this didn't do it that way, and that led to water coming in and this being a rattly wall. Okay, the frame is open, and not a surprise that it's rotten wood because of the way it was done. But surprise, this job is going to get a little more in depth. All right, they got the rest of the wall open. At least down to where this can be rebuilt. Now I needed to see where these studs went because I was concerned about the header for the window having to go wider and reframe over here. And so after taking off that piece of trim, you can see that there's a header already built above the whole window opening, which means I'm free to frame this how I'd like, because the weight is taken down to the ground by this one and this one. And yeah, these two do bring some weight down, but they're going to get shifted over this way. And these two take weight to the ground. So now we're a little bit deeper, and this receptacle that's at the bottom is right in the way. Well, not necessarily the receptacle. Of course, I wouldn't have put one there at the bottom. But this wire that's running power over to this switch. So it is in the way because I have to move this framing stud here over to there, so there's not enough slack. So this is going to have to come out and get reran. So fortunately, it's not a long piece, and I didn't even use the white wire. I just used the hot in the ground. So that wire got to get demoed and moved, actually replaced because it's not long enough. And that is the next hurdle. All right, open end is opened. Now it's time to frame it in. All right, the box is there for the window. One thing to do now is add a couple cripples down here, and I'll just sister on to those studs there. And then close it up with OSB. Slip the window in. All right, OSB is on. Now let's get some vapor barrier put on here. Vapor barrier's on. Window opening tape is on. Time to place the window. All right, so window is installed. There won't be any interior stops until we get this wall finished out. So I got that block there and that one there holding it in place. There's the outside with the exterior stops. So tomorrow we start the next side. Is there anything else that I could get for you? Yeah, how about $1 million?